What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Front Yard Fantasy Hour, brought to you by FanDuel. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, John Luke Garofalo and Joey Wright. What's up, boys?
What up?
I did a charcoal mask last night on my face. It was pretty fun.
Does your skin feel nice?
It felt really good. I got a little nervous because it was burning a little bit. My wife's like, that's normal. I'm like, okay.
It's supposed to feel that way. Well, guys, joining us today, we have one of our great friends coming here to play some Fantasy Fortune with us. Julia Papworth is on the show with us. For those of you that do not know Julia, she's a writer over at the Fantasy Footballers and has been the department head, the hair department head and key hairstylist on some of your favorite shows like The League, Workaholics, Parks and Recreation, and SWAT on CBS. Julia, thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with us this Thursday afternoon.
Always. I love hanging out with you guys. You are the most fun. Most fun.
Oh, thank you.
We love having you on. Julie, I think the last time you came on, it was for office hours, and we were more doing some Q&A style stuff, answering questions.
Yeah.
Rocked it over there, but I'm excited to get you back in a competitive environment, going head to head. JL's running the game today, so I'm ready to play.
Okay. I feel like I've run the game every time Julia's come on, and I'm very happy about that because the last time that I remember, Julia absolutely wrecked Josh. Oh, just
so fun.
And then flexed on him.
Okay.
Is he over it yet? Oh yeah. No, I don't think he's over it.
We were actually talking about it last night, me and Josh. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about it. He was like, I saw Julia's coming on tomorrow. Don't let her flex on you.
Physically or mentally? Because I could
both.
Yeah, JL, I wasn't going to throw you under the bus that you've personally requested to host every time Julia's come on out of intimidation, but you came out and said it yourself. We got people in the chat ready for today's show.
Let's say hi to them.
Dame says hi again. What's up, Dame? Coconut, yes or nah? Julia, coconut, yay or nay?
Oh, I'm a little nay. Like, I love LaCroix, but the coconut LaCroix is the only one I cannot taste because I don't like how that tastes.
I'm coconut artificial flavor, not a big fan.
Coconut water,
fresh coconut, I'll eat it. Or a pina colada.
I'll eat. Yeah, but like coconut water and stuff, no, thank you.
A pina colada is my preferred cocktail. If it is on a menu, a pina colada will be in my hand because it is just the most refreshing. Oh, it has to have the little umbrella. It's less about the taste and more about like the mental destination that a pina colada takes you to.
I can just see you on the beach drinking that.
Right? I can see me on the beach drinking that.
I can see you on the beach drinking a giant cooler of Everclear and Kool-Aid.
You have seen me on the beach doing that.
On the beach doing that.
But I was 19. I mean, 21. I was 21. I was 21 years old at that point in time.
Full 21.
John Luke, coconut, yay or nay?
I like coconut. I like Simon. Pina colada is my favorite drink. I don't really like coconut water, mostly because it kind of reminds me of a spit consistency. More of a consistency thing. I just don't like viscous water. You know, it's
picturing someone like emptying the spit valve of like their trumpet.
Stop. It's the worst part about playing trumpet. Who put that spit in there?
We got Albert in here. We are starting off on a good note today. Everyone gagging over spit valves. We got Albert in the chat saying hello, everyone. What's up, Albert? How's your spit valve? DJ in the chat. What's up, DJ?
DJ, I didn't know who it was though. DJ, you are more plugged into the indie wrestling scene than I am at this point, and that's a compliment. So hit me back with who it is, because I did not know who it was, buddy. I'm sorry.
DJ's always got some sick pictures with wrestlers from all over the indie wrestling community.
Absolutely.
Scampers in here, excited to see Julia.
Scampers.
She's back. What's up, Scampers? And DJ said if JL is running the game, then we're all in trouble.
Yeah, we are.
And Mr. Scamper says, I remember that wrecking. A direct quote from Julia. Oh, that's so cute. We got Jay in the chat. What's up, Jay? Welcome in,
Jay.
My friend.
Hope you're doing well.
Jay?
And we had a question from Grim fan in here before we get into our game. Grim wanted to know, said, rumor has it the Commanders want to draft a quarterback. Should they do this and make the drafted QB the starter? Or should they go with the original plan and start Sam Howell? Because it did sound like they were pretty in on Sam Howell. The Commanders, for context, are drafting 16th overall currently. That's their spot. Julia, what do you think about the Commanders' quarterback situation? Should they stick with Sam Howell or grab a new guy?
I like Sam Howell. I don't hate him. I think they should stick with him and see what they have. I was a fan of him last season coming out, and I think they need to pick up other pieces of the puzzle as well. So it's not just a quarterback situation. So I think you keep Sam Howell and you see what you can do with that pick in sort of the rest of it. Where do they pick in the second round? Do you know?
Let's see. I can pull that up. I don't have that right in front of me, but I can find where they are in the second round.
Also, do we think that all the big four quarterbacks will be gone by that point anyway? So this might just be moot.
So.
Like, if you really want one of those four, I feel like these teams are like, you have to trade up. You have to at least get, well, I don't know. Hendon Hooker seems to be like the new hip thing. So he might be going.
Well, and Will Levis's odds to be the number 2 overall pick on the FanDuel Sportsbook are now equal to CJ Stroud's odds to be the number 2 overall pick. Will Anderson is the favorite now, with CJ Stroud and Will Levis tied to be the second most likely. Bryce Young has run away with the number 1 overall pick odds. And then they're looking at the Texans are most likely to go defense. And there's been rumors of CJ Stroud dropping to the middle of the first. So like, I'm with you, Julia.
Yeah.
Unless CJ Stroud is sitting there at 16.
I mean, if he's sitting there, you take him, obviously. I'm not on the Will Levis train. I just love that my phone auto corrects it still to Levi's. I just imagine him in a big pair of jeans. That's all I can imagine him. Eating a banana, which again, super weird.
I get it.
Weirdest thing ever, right? It's so easy. You just peel it. So easy. I'm wondering if Houston is, we were talking a little bit before we went live, but what if Houston is trying to get Trey Lance because of the talk of them slowly not looking for a quarterback? I mean, I think Davis Mills isn't as bad as people seem to think he is, but perhaps they're trying to get Trey Lance. Then they're going to move out of that spot. And they're not worried about a quarterback. This year's draft is going to be it's going to be so good. Everyone's going to be surprised, like all the time. It's going to be fantastic.
I was saying that the other day, like last year, it was like they were trying to drum up interest in the quarterback class. And then we got the most boring quarterback ever taken in the first round, then waited till the third for Malik Willis. This year, there's so many smoke screens. Everything we're hearing is smoke. Know what I mean? Like there's multiple smoke screens from multiple teams about multiple players. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm like shaking in my reality TV loving boots for this year's NFL draft because it's going to be like that.
There's going to be a lot of surprises, I think, for sure.
Joey, I know you have some thoughts on Sam Howell. Are you in line with Julie here that you think he could be a good starter?
I mean, you shouldn't buy too much into one game, but the one game we saw, I liked a lot. Unless one of the big four slips to Washington at 16, or they maybe trade up to the Cardinals. They have the third pick, and the Cardinals don't seem like they want to use it from everything. They're trying to shop it out there.
Just need picks.
I don't think that they should take Hendon Hooker if he's the 5th quarterback there. Please, Hendon Hooker, please come to Tampa Bay so we can be the Pirate Hookers. Like, I'm just really
that's so
honing in on that. Thank you, Jeff Bell, for bringing that up to me.
Yes.
Really
right? Good. It's so good.
The Pirate Hooker merch would be incredible.
Oh my God.
Great.
So,
and then that's how you get the Renaissance Fair crowd invested in the NFL, is you have a Pirate Hooker team, and then that's the crossover we didn't even know we needed.
Yeah.
I mean, a Buccaneers game is kind of like a Renaissance festival. Honestly, there's a lot of pirates, and it's like Gasparilla. It's like the same thing.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Howell a lot. I think he's got good weapons around him. I mean, they got to give him 1 year to see what they can do with him. They got Jacoby Brissett playing behind him, though, and Jacoby Brissett wasn't terrible last year for Cleveland.
I liked him in Cleveland.
For his fantasy weapons, absolutely.
Yeah, I was, as a Browns fan of sorts, I was really happy seeing Jacoby Brissett out there on the field. And after 11 weeks, he was the kind of player that I think would work great as a starting quarterback for a franchise like the Browns. He's tough. He's tough. You don't need a superstar back there. Yeah. So I'm with you guys. I think they're in a solid position for quarterback. DJ letting us know that wrestler was Masha Slamovich.
Oh, I've heard.
What a name.
Yeah.
What a name. Also, Peng said nothing wrong with eating a banana slowly at a public park.
Yeah.
It's just food.
What?
And eating slow is good for your health, is what I've heard or something about that. One more question before we get into our game here today. Grim wanted to know thoughts on the Eagles wanting to add Matt Patricia to the coaching staff. My first thought is I'm just glad it's on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
That was my thought too. Yep.
And then it's a good move. Matt Patricia's a good defensive coach.
Yeah, 100% agree. And they definitely got rid of a bunch of that defensive coaching staff. So they're going to need to build that back up again. And he's got clout and he's good. He's great as a defensive coach. I agree with you. I think he'd be a good fit there.
And a lot of the defensive players for the Eagles have moved on too. So they're going to need somebody like Patricia getting in there and kind of making a little bit of magic happen. So I like it.
I'm with you guys. I think it's a good hire. I think it was just an absolute absurdity that the Patriots had him in any sort of offensive capacity.
He's back. Stop talking
and
about him.
Sorry. And he smells fantastic.
Thank you.
I think it's absurd that the Patriots brought me on in an offensive capacity as well. They had absolutely no business of doing that.
No reason at all.
And the crazy thing was they just let you define your role. They just said you're coming in an offensive capacity. That could have been anywhere from starting quarterback to ball boy.
Listen, I had no idea they were even aware of me before they called.
I'm just proud of you.
I'm just proud of me too.
Yeah. Come so far. You really have.
Also, Damon here said JL lost his AC too.
I did. We're having a day here.
During the last show, or minutes before the show, my chair broke. I am now sitting on a stack of 6 pillows because it's at the lowest height setting just to be more comfortable. My AC completely cut off. So it rose from 70 degrees in my house to 80 degrees in my house over the course of the last show. And my internet went out. But I spent the 1 hour in between that show and this show in my attic at 85 degrees, vacuuming the water out of the drainage tray to get my AC working again. But we are getting cold air pumping out of the vents now, and it is a good afternoon.
Let's go.
It is day 2.0 now because day 1.0 hasn't been great.
This is 2.0, y'all.
This is second Thursday, y'all. Well, guys, we brought Julia here to play a game that we are calling Fantasy Fortune. She has played this game before, and she has won this game before, so she knows how it works. But I'm going to explain the rules for Joey and anybody else in the chat who's forgotten them or does not know how to play, hasn't played with us before.
It's fair.
The game today is Fantasy Fortune. It's a lot like the popular TV show Wheel of Fortune, but with an NFL and fantasy twist. Instead of spinning a wheel, contestants are going to be answering 50-50 NFL or fantasy-related trivia questions. Something along the lines of, who scored more PPR points last year, Saquon Barkley or Jamal Agnew? If you get it right, you are going to get to guess a letter, a consonant that you think appears in the puzzle, the Wheel of Fortune style puzzle that will be in front of you on the screen. For every instance of that consonant that shows up, you're going to add $500 to your round bank.
Yes.
Now, you will get to go up to 3 times in this fashion. That is question right, letter right, question right, letter right. If at any point during your turn you get a question or a letter wrong, that's a bonk, and we are moving on to the next contestant. Also, if you get 3 in a row correct, there is a cap. We're going to give you 5 seconds to solve the puzzle after that, but we will move on to the next contestant. The good news is if you get 3 questions and 3 letters right, you're going to bank that money, though. So you are not losing any of that. You don't have to worry about it disappearing at the end of the round. During your turn, there are 2 other things you can do at any time before a question has been asked. You can choose to buy a vowel at a cost of 100 per instance that a vowel shows up to a max of 500. Now, in order to do this, you're going to have a minimum of 500 in your round bank. So just earn a little money, then you can buy whatever vowels you want. You can also choose to solve the puzzle at any given time. You will earn a minimum of $1,000 into your total bank, or however much money you have in your round bank. So if you've got 5K in your round bank, you're going to bank 5K. But if you've got 500 down there, you will bank 1,000 because that's the minimum for solving a puzzle. We'll go like this till we run out of time or run out of puzzles or run out of patience for JL, at which point we will end the game, and whoever has the most money will be our poll perception champion. That's not true. They'll be our fantasy fortune champion, and we will fax them their prize in Cole's cash at the end of the night show.
Money, please.
It's not even expired.
Oh, I love it.
It's not even expired.
It's not valid yet, but it's not expired either.
It may have been printed off the
I
internet.
can remember these rules then.
You'll get it. It's
You'll
nice and
copy
easy.
it.
Yeah, once we get playing, it'll become clear, and I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's a good thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say one more reminder for our contestants and for the chat. Everybody in the chat, play along. If you think you know the puzzle, solve it. Throw your answer in the chat. And because of that, the contestants, myself, Julia, and Joey, we got to make sure to stay into the private chat while there is a puzzle up on the board, because the chat is smart. They're usually
Too smart.
it. I mean, I already saw Dame in there. So
Yeah, it's over.
We're
It's
in
over
trouble.
for you clowns. All right. Well, it's a good thing you forgot, or you didn't catch all those rules, Julia, because this first round is going to work entirely differently than how Simon said.
Great.
This one is a toss-up puzzle, and so I'm going to load it up here. And then I'm going to slowly reveal letters. I need you all, the contestants, to say your own name when you think you got it. You have one shot at this. Whoever gets it first is going to get 500 points and get to go first on the next puzzle.
This is so stressful.
You got this. You got this. It's just the start, just the warm-up.
Okay.
All right, 500. Here it is. The category is NFL coach. I'm going to slowly reveal letters. Say your own name when you think you got it. Joey. Joey.
It's not Mike Tomlin. I thought it was Mike Tomlin.
I guess.
Mike Tomlin is
Letters came
incorrect.
up and I was wrong.
Joey, I'm sorry you were out of this round, but I'll continue to reveal letters here. Say your own name, Julia or Simon, when you think you got it.
Oh, Julia.
No.
Julia. Todd Bowles is correct. Let's go.
Nice.
There are a lot of coaches with that number of letters in their names. I started thinking about
Sean McVay's.
Like, there's a lot of I was like Mike Vrabel. Like, I just started thinking of all the 4 and the 6s.
Mike
Oh,
LaFleur, if you take the R off.
LaFleur, yeah.
I was trying to fit Mike LaFleur on there over and over again.
Okay, great.
That's a good coaching name for today.
Scamper said Mike Tomlin. Got him. Then we got.
I just wanted to do a no letter solve. I wanted to do it one time to feel that rush of energy through my body, and I
was like, "Oh God, he's got it."
No.
Grim Van got Todd Bowles. DJ got Todd Bowles. Before we move on to the next round, I wanted to ask you, Julie, how you feel about Todd Bowles as a NFL coach. Not the best first comeback season, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call this.
Yeah, not great. I don't know. I don't have massive feelings either way for him. So I don't know. What
Just
do you guys?
okay.
Yeah, I don't know, pretty neutral.
Yeah, I feel like the thing that I have a hard time figuring out is how much of their woes are his fault versus the situation that he's in. I guess that's any coach. Todd Bowles is for some reason tough for me to figure out.
I think what's tough for me to figure out with a coach like him and a coach like Dennis Allen is whenever there's an heir apparent situation or where they're trying to maintain the status quo from one coach to the next, which is kind of what it felt like the Saints and the Buccaneers are doing last season. Like, let's not rock the boat too much. We got a new coach in here, but let's try to keep things relatively the same. Like, that first year is really hard because it's a coach operating a system that maybe isn't his. So you don't know if the success is due to a system that isn't his, or if maybe the failure is due to operating a system that they're not fully comfortable with. So that's a
good point.
It was disappointing watching that Todd Bowles led team last year with what they had available to them, especially offensively. But I'm not ready to count him out as a good head coach for the Buccaneers yet because of the heir apparent is the best word I can think of to call that situation with him and Dennis Allen.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's so weird because, I mean, every team has got to be different, right? With how much input coordinators have and the head coach has and the ownership has and the players have. And you're right. Like, you have no idea. And you could have the same sort of vibe for 8 or 10 years when you have the same sort of staff, and then it could slowly transition, or it can transition overnight. And yeah, you never know.
Yeah. And everything in between.
Yeah.
Really.
100%.
All right. Well, Julie, you nailed that one. Todd Bowles is correct. It's going to give you 500 in your round bank here. And you're going to go first on our next puzzle. But before we get there, hang some Todd's bowels.
That's good.
Joey just sat there biting his lip the entire time we were talking about Todd Bowles.
Oh, boy.
You got something to add, Joey?
No, I have nothing to add.
Not a single thing.
Not a single thing.
That's what I figured based on just looking down there like.
I like
nods.
him as a person. I would go out to get a great dinner with him at Longhorn Steakhouse. And I like him as my head coach. I want to. Let's give him a longer leash. I think he'll be great. But
Yeah.
All right, so let's get
Not
into our
next year,
next
but
puzzle.
in the future.
I got you.
This one is a rhyme time. Rhyme time.
Rhyme
So
time.
this puzzle is going to rhyme, if you can imagine that. Examples of this category might be drinking soda with Marcus Mariota, doing stuff with, I don't know, David Bluff,
Julia?
whoever that is.
Drinking soda with Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
Playing clarinet with Jacoby Brissett.
That's my favorite
That's
one.
so true.
That's my favorite one.
These are great.
All right, Julia, you went first on this one. Would you like your question?
Yes.
Or you can solve if you know it.
I am not going to solve this. I would love a question. Yeah.
All right, let's start off with questions. We're going to start off on fantasy points category. All my fantasy points questions will be PPR format. So if I don't say it, you can assume. And if you forget, you can ask me.
Okay.
All right, Julia, tell me which player had more fantasy points, PPR fantasy points this past season? Was it Travis Etienne or was it Dameon Pierce?
Oh, good God. I had both of them. I'm going to, oh crap. I'm going to say Pierce.
I'm sorry, it was Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne. I think it was those receptions.
Yeah.
Must have been boosting him up. And Damien got hurt.
Breaking my heart at the end of the season. So I remember that.
Yeah. All right, Joey, we're on to you. Do you have a question?
Yep. I'm glad I didn't get that question because I would have just gone with my heart.
All right, Joey, which
the
player
heart wants Pierce?
and the heart
So
wants
badly.
Pierce?
So badly. Good.
Why did Celine Dion start playing in my head immediately?
Well,
I
I
don't
told you
check
to stop
your-
listening to music when you're on shows.
I was going to say, did you check your
Is it-
Spotify?
Is it because she's on Spotify? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, Joey, tell me which player had more PPR fantasy points this past season?
Mhm.
Was it Jerick McKinnon or was it Tyler Algier?
I know that.
Jerick McKinnon.
That is correct. What letter
Yeah.
would you like?
T.
T. There are
Yeah.
4 T's. I can't.
Nice.
TTs.
I
Oh,
think you
that
got
didn't
one
sound
too
right. Question, please. Let's get
Joey.
past that.
All right, you got 2,000 in your round bank. You asked for a question, even in a joke. I got to go with the rules. So here's your next question, Joey. Which player had more PPR fantasy points this past season? Was it DeAndre Swift or was it Cam Akers?
Cam Akers.
I'm sorry, it was DeAndre Swift.
Was
Shut
it?
up.
Okay.
Was it really?
It was, yeah.
Didn't think it
It
was.
was.
Oh,
yeah.
God. I didn't
By
think it
about
was
50
either.
fantasy points. All right, Simon.
Okay. I got my Celine Dion playing in the background, and I'm
We're
ready
synced?
to go.
We're synced with Celine.
Yeah, we're linked. We're linked to Dion.
It's all coming back to me.
All right, Simon. Here's your question. You asked for a question, correct?
Sure.
Do you want a question or do you
Yeah,
want to
I'd
solve?
like a question. I
right.
would like to solve, but I can't.
Okay. All right, Simon. Tell me which player had more PPR fantasy points this past season? Was it James Conner or was it Antonio Gibson?
These are heartbreaking.
Gibson.
Sorry, it was James Conner.
Yeah, it was. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
My bad.
Yeah, just as I thought.
All right, Julia, we're back to you.
I would love a question.
Love a question. You got it. Tell me, Julia, which player had more PPR fantasy points this last season? Was it Chris Olave or was it T. Higgins?
Olave.
I'm sorry, it was T. Higgins.
Oh, man, that was tough. How close were they? Close?
I don't know.
Perfect. Awesome.
T. Higgins had 220 fantasy points and Olave had 198. So fairly close. Fairly close. That was a closer one. All right, Joey, we're back to you.
I'm gonna buy.
I've been replacing the knowledge of last season in my head slowly with love for the rookies, and I'm feeling it today.
Ditto.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I was 99% confident you were going to say Love is Blind.
Okay. I will say the drama following Love is Blind right now is so phenomenal. The post-show drama with Irina is just, and Irina got a break for a little bit because Jackie started taking all the heat because of the text messages leaking, if you've been keeping up on it. But don't worry, the attention is shifting back to Irina shortly. She's not out of the woodwork yet.
Just you wait. Eileen will have her day.
I'm in on the Vanderpump Rules scandal. I'm waiting for the reunion.
Oh,
I didn't even like. My wife has me totally bought in. Like I am ready to go.
wow.
I honestly think
Jeff.
people who like the NFL and say they don't like reality TV are either lying or haven't given it an honest try.
Yeah.
Because like it's the same thing. You
I
love
just
it for the same reason.
Survivor. That's the only reality show I still watch. I watch.
It
Survivor.
works. It qualifies.
Yeah. Okay.
Question, please.
All right, Joe. Question.
Yep.
You got it. Tell me, which player had more PPR fantasy points this past season? Was it Cooper Kupp or Evan Ingram?
Evan Ingram.
It was not Evan Ingram. It was
Really?
Cooper Kupp.
Kupp missed a lot of games.
Yeah, but he had
He
a
was
lot
that
more
good
points.
in the games he played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right, Simon, we're back to you.
I'd like a question.
All right, you got it. Which player had more PPR fantasy points? Was it Tyler Lockett or was it Mark Andrews?
Cross positional. Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett's correct. What letter was
Yay!
it?
You almost tricked me on that one. I'm going to take an N as in no.
There's one N, Simon.
Okay.
It's going to give you 500 in your round bank.
I would like to buy an I.
I. There are 3 I's. It's going to cost you 3 hundos.
And I guess I take a question here now because I don't have enough money. Oh no. Jay, are you a ghost?
Oh no.
He's gone entirely.
Okay.
Hey, quick, we can do whatever we want. How do we want to solve this puzzle?
I don't know. Oh, should we talk about Love is Blind?
Wait, you think he's still? I think he's still here. This is camera
Oh,
stop.
he's back. He's back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We weren't gonna
Weird.
do something. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. The camera and the mic just shut off and then it came back and I didn't hit anything. Okay. Where was I?
I needed a question and I needed to be down at $200. So you're subtracting
200.
money
Okay, thank you. 1, 2. Man, that happened at the worst time. I was in the middle of something and it just completely took my brain away.
We had a backup plan.
We did. All right. Now you need another question.
I do.
All right. Simon, which player had more PPR fantasy points this past season? Was it TJ Hawkinson or Deontay Johnson?
Man, these cross positional. I know Hawk was the number 2 tight end. Was that enough to beat out whatever the hell number wide receiver Deontay Johnson was? Wide receiver number average and disappointing. I'll say TJ Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson is correct. What letter would you like?
Give me an L as in loser.
Bonk, loser.
I knew it. I
No
knew it.
L's for you. Julia, we're back to you. What would you like to do here, my friend?
I would like a question, please.
Question. You got it. All right, Julia, tell me, who had more PPR fantasy points this past season? Was it Drake London or was it Kenneth Walker?
These are so hard.
Ken Walker.
Kenneth Walker is absolutely correct. What letter would you like? Sometimes I completely forget the question I asked. But
I know.
Like,
An H as in Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. I like that. 1H.
Well, that's where we knew it was going to be. So there's that. Okay. I
I'll give you 500 in your round bank, Julia. You can purchase a vow here. You have enough.
And that word could still be Sith if this is a Star Wars themed puzzle.
Right. I would like a question.
Question. All right.
Damn,
You got
this
it.
is a puzzle.
Tell me, Julia, which player had more receiving yards this past season? Which player had more receiving yards this past season? Was it Chris Godwin or was it Allen?
Oh, you broke up. What did you say? Chris Godwin or who?
Keenan Allen.
Receiving yards?
Yes.
I think it was Keenan. Was it?
I'm sorry, it was not Keenan Allen.
Oh,
It's
God,
Chris
the moment
Godwin.
when I'm like waiting for you to say.
All right.
Apologies for the internet issues.
I need
All
to
right,
buy
Jerry,
some.
back to you.
I want to buy some vowels. I want to buy an A.
Good call.
Okay.
Yes.
There are
I
2
thought that
A's.
was.
I thought there
we
was
go,
an
there we
A
go.
there.
Okay.
I thought
Yeah.
there was an A there.
I want to buy an E.
Yep. There it
E.
is.
There are
Yep.
4 E's.
Thank you.
That's going to cost you 400. What would you like to do here, Jay?
What is that word?
Oh.
I don't
Crap. He's got it, guys.
I don't see it in the chat.
No, I'm almost there. We're not quite there yet.
I'm gonna take a question.
Taking a question. All right, Joey, tell me which player had more receiving yards this past season in 2022? Which player had more receiving yards this past season? Was it DeAndre Hopkins? Or was it Alan Lazard?
One more time. Hopkins or Lazard?
Receiving yards.
I'm going to go Lazard.
Lazard is correct. What letter would you like?
G.
G. 1G.
Bold.
Fair. Yeah.
I want to. Where am I at? 1900. I want to buy an O.
Oh my gosh. Nothing. Nothing. There are 2 O's, Joey. It's going to cost you 200.
Question.
Can't figure out the player.
Question. This is your third question, Joey?
My second question. Or wait,
Second
no,
question.
is it my third question? This is my second question.
Second question. All right, Joey, which player had more receiving yards this past season? Was it Deebo Samuel? Or was it Zay Jones?
Zay Jones.
Zay Jones is correct. What letter would you like?
Do we already have an H up there? Okay, a W.
W.
I'm just
There's one W.
I'm trying to get dollars at this point. Wait. Oh, I'm so close.
Joey,
oh,
what are you going to do?
I need a question.
Question. That's what I like to hear. Let's go. All right, Joey, which player had
I got it. Yes.
Which player had more receptions? Which player had more receptions this past season? Was it Jacoby Myers or was it Christian McCaffrey?
More receptions?
Yep.
Jacoby Myers.
Is incorrect. It was Christian McCaffrey.
No!
Simon, we're back to you.
JL, the rhyming name in this one really threw me for a loop because the spelling is
name.
not at all similar. This is one of my favorite road trip snacks. Eating Pirates booty with Jerry Judy.
Eating Pirates booty with Jerry Judy is correct, Simon. Let's go.
Uh-oh, did we lose Julia?
I think Julia froze or just very shocked by this puzzle. And I started cracking up in the middle of that because I was like, man, it's unlike the chat not to have this yet. And then Dame came in here with the smartness and said, I think FanDuel is restricting the word. And then they had to come in and break they had to break the moderation.
Oh, man, guys.
Pirates booty with Jerry
Listen.
Judy.
I'm going to be honest. It's my bad. That one's on me. I did not anticipate that the filters, the mods would stop booty, but
Yeah, Joe, you should apologize. Not the guy who's put ass ETN season as a puzzle on this show before. I think you're fine talking about like a cheddar popcorn from the gas station.
Pirates booty.
Wait, who got it? Joey got it?
Simon got
Yeah, I
it.
got it. No, I
That's
didn't.
good. Eating Pirates booty with Jerry. That's good. That's good.
You were frozen. You look shocked at it.
Dude, and I like had to get it and everything. Who comes up with these puzzles?
We do.
Whoever's running the game. Sometimes Dustin
Yeah.
throws one to us on Discord every once in a while, but we
These are great. These
come up
are
with these puzzles.
Pirates booty with Jerry.
I was like, Maria was helping me. I was like, does everybody know Pirates booty? Like, I have no conception on like how well known that is.
Is that like a popcorn kind of thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
like
think
a
I know what
smart food type of snack.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Whew. Man.
All right, Simon.
Also, it is just so much fun coming up with these. The amount of time I spend sitting at my desk and I just like giggle to myself as I come up with the stupidest sentence you've ever heard that I'm going to make people say out loud later is so much fun.
If I come up with one of these randomly, I will totally send it to you. I feel like it's
please do.
like, pops
Please,
in
yeah.
your head at some point. Yeah.
Yes, we love it. We love it.
Okay.
All right, let's get into our next puzzle here. Puzzle
Chat.
number 3. NFL player TV show mashup. This one works differently. If you haven't watched this show before, it might be confusing. But basically, we're just going to take an NFL player name and shove it into the title of a TV show or something
Shove
related
it
to TV.
right in.
Just in there, front.
Just in there. A good example is Scott. What's it? Boston Scott Pilgrim versus the World, or
Oh, that's good.
Where's my Derek Carr?
Tim, Patrick, and Morty.
That's really good.
Smash them.
Oh, I'm still mad about that one because I didn't get it right. And it was, I should have. I still think about it.
Joey, what was the one you got the other day? Oh, wait, that you didn't get?
Najee hair risky business. Yeah.
That one. Najee hair risky business. Oh, man. All right. Well, NFL player TV show mashup. Simon, you got that last one correct. Me and Julia, you were going first on this one. Would you like a question?
Okay. Yes, I would like a question.
Okay, Julia, let's take a trip. Let's take a trip to the FanDuel Sportsbook.
Love it. Let's go.
Julia, tell me, true or false? The Indianapolis Colts are the odds-on favorite to draft Anthony Richardson.
I'm gonna say, oh no. False?
False is correct. It's the Titans are actually the odds-on favorite to draft Anthony Richardson, according to the FanDuel Sportsbook.
I wouldn't mind that.
Nice.
All right, Julia, what consonant would you like to guess here?
I would like to guess an R, as in R.
Pirates booty. 2 R's. It's going to give you 1,000 in your round bank, which means you can purchase a vowel here if you would like, or multiple vowels potentially, or you can take another question, or you can solve.
Let's do another question.
Another question. I like it. Stay in this category. All right, Julia, true or false? The New York Giants are the odds-on favorite to draft Jackson Smith and Jigba.
True.
That is false. I'm sorry. That was the Houston Texans are the odds-on favorite to draft Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Poor guy.
Poor man. That poor man.
In that moment, all she could think about was Jackson ending up in Houston.
Yeah. It's like, God, how terrible would that be?
He wants to
no
go to
one.
New York.
No. Yeah, no one. All right, Joey, we're back to you.
I'm ready for my question.
All right, we're going to stay in this category, Joey. Tell me, true or false? The New York Giants are the odds-on favorite to draft Quentin Johnston.
True.
That is false. The Minnesota Vikings are the odds-on
You gonna pick
favorite.
true anytime today, JL?
No.
No? Okay, just wondering.
We'll see. All right, Simon, we're back to you.
Let's do it.
All right. Simon, true or false? The Atlanta Falcons are the odds-on favorite to draft Bijan Robinson.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Here's my answer.
False?
Oh, it looks no. He did this as a trick.
It's a trick. He's trying to do the two. Please be more specific.
In high school. It's not going to work here. True.
True is correct. There's the Falcons. Thought I'd get you there. All right, what letter would you like?
I don't know why, but a Y is speaking to me.
A Y. Okay, Y. All right. There's one Y. It worked. 500 in your round bank, Simon.
Not where I thought that Y was going to go.
Okay.
So, I will take a question.
Question. All right. All right, Simon. Simon, which position is the odds-on favorite for the Los Angeles Chargers to first draft?
Oh, just in general. No options here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which position?
The positions are your options.
Yeah. Which position is the odds-on favorite for the Los Angeles Chargers to draft first? So in the first round, I'll go with wide receiver.
Wide receiver is correct, Simon. Well done. What letter would you like?
The reason I said it like that was I was afraid it was going to be like linebacker, or like I was afraid it wasn't going to be. I was thinking like it's probably a skill position, but I'm afraid I'm thinking about this wrong.
Defensive lineman.
I got it.
And as in, no way does Joey have it, and I bet one of the letters that shows up ruins it.
I have this.
All right, and as in,
he knows this stuff. That's the thing. He's got the pop culture situation.
He does. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Show me N.
What?
No N's. Not a single N. Oh.
Oh
on,
my
Julia.
God, I got it too now. I am so upset.
Julia, we're back. We're back to you.
You
What'd
guys
like to
have it.
do?
I'm so like, my brain
Joey-
is. I have to take a question.
I think Joey like willpowered into my head right after it was past my turn just to make me feel sad.
I have it. I'm ready.
I believe that
All
you
right.
do have it.
Can I text
right.
JL?
Sure. I'll look at it after. All right, Julia, you said question?
Yes, please.
All right, Julia, which position is the odds-on favorite for the New England Patriots to first draft this year?
Running back.
I'm sorry, is wide receiver.
Okay.
Wide receiver.
Damn it. Okay.
Joey, back to
Now,
you.
I'm 50-50 on this, and I might give it all away, but I need to go for glory here. How I DK Metcalf your mother?
How I DK Metcalf your mother is correct.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. That is good. Because you didn't know if it was father. Okay, that was good. That's good.
Well, see, I was
Wow.
questioning if JL spelled right, because I was like, how I Cole Komet your mother was the first thing that popped in my head when I figured out your
Oh,
mother.
that's a good one too.
Oh, and Pang's in here. How I JK Dobbins your mother, which would have fit. I don't know if the letters worked, but it would have fit.
All right.
This is the prequel.
And Dame coming in with how I DK Metcalf your mother 2 minutes ago.
But there's a How I Met Your Father now, so I was afraid.
Yeah.
There
I was
is.
nervous.
And it is not as good.
How I Met Your
Give
Mother was-
Dame a
the
challenge.
original is so good. The original
So
show is
good. So
It's-
good.
Julia,
Just
I'd like to
generally-
apologize for how aggressive I was once I got it. And I think I flexed or something at one point. That was just
Right.
I'm sorry.
It was great. I can't wait to flex with you in person, Joey. That'll be fun.
I know we get to see each other in
know.
August. It's gonna be so much
It'll
fun.
be so great.
And
I-
Cam-
I may come to Expo so you can see us too.
Yeah.
I imagine seeing you across the room and running to you in slow motion. That's literally what I imagine.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping happens, but we'll see.
Now, is Canton responsible for the slow motion, or are you going to provide the slow motion yourself? Like, is this an area of effect spell that's like affecting everyone, or are you just
With Celine Dion in the background.
My heart will go on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I was about to say. I sang, but that's what I pictured. That's what as soon as I sang it, I was like, "That's not Celine Dion."
I know why you're thinking of that song because the movie you watched last night.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. All right.
Sorry. Getting off track.
Who does pick first?
Julia, you're frozen.
Oh,
That was
my
funny.
face hurts.
Simon goes first. I get $1,000, and Julia and Simon get money taken out of their regular bank.
Dang. Joey, you want to run this game?
Joey, thanks.
I mean, I keep asking, but
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not
All
enough
right.
peanuts.
Our bad. All right, this one, another mashup, football term business matchup. Football term business matchup.
It's
Yeah.
business time.
Let's see. Simon, you're going first on this one.
I'd like a
Are you
question.
ready?
I would like a question.
He's trying to solve it.
Of course you would. Little baby wants this question. Baby gets this question. All right, here it is, Simon. Which player had more passing touchdowns this season? Which player had more passing touchdowns this season? Was it Tom Brady or was it Dak Prescott?
If it was interceptions, I know the answer 100% positive. If it was pass attempts, I know the answer 100% positive. I'm going to say Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is correct, Simon. What letter would you like?
A D.
He wants the D. There's one D. Wow. One D, Simon. Well done. Let's give you 500 in your round bank.
Okay.
I would like what this puzzle was, to be honest.
I would like another question.
Another question. You got it. All right, Simon. Which player had more passing touchdowns this past season? Which player had more passing touchdowns this past season? Was it Baker Mayfield or was it Kenny Pickett?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield's correct. What letter would you like?
An N, as in Nancy.
One N. It's going to give you another 500, Simon. You can purchase a vowel here You can take another question or you can solve, but this is your last opportunity to buy vowels.
I would like to buy an I, as in I would like to buy an I.
As in I would. Okay. Stop there. I'll stop there. One I, Simon. It's going to cost you 100. Your option.
Okay, I'd like to buy an E.
E. There's one E. Look at you.
Well, okay, then
Oh,
I would like to buy an O.
An O. There's one O.
My God. Oh my God. Wow, we are right there. I would like to buy an A.
An A asked for. There's 3 A's, Simon, bringing you below the 500 threshold. So you can take a question or you can solve.
I can't. It went a completely different direction than I thought when those A's showed up. So I need my third and final question.
Third and final question. All right, Simon, which player had more interceptions this past season? Was it Jacoby Brissett or was it Matthew Stafford?
I figured it out. So now what was the question? Sorry, I forgot to listen to you.
Which player had more interceptions? Which player had more interceptions this past season? Was it Jacoby Brissett or was it Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is correct. What letter would you like?
A T.
T. There's 2 T's. Simon, give you an extra 1,000.
And I will go ahead and solve this puzzle here. This is Draft Capital 1.
Oh,
Draft Capital 1 is correct, Simon.
Good.
Well done.
Wow, Simon.
I didn't know what a business was, apparently.
Mind Joe business. Yes.
I was like, geez, no. Oh, man.
Joey, what were you thinking of as far as businesses go? Like
I don't know. I was just gonna sit here and look pretty.
Joey's like, Joey's like, risky can't fit anywhere in here.
Yeah. Oh God.
Man.
He's just trying to fit Najee a risky biz.
Yeah.
Najee a risky biz. That would have worked.
Yeah.
Was the chat on this one?
The chat got this one up. Yeah, they did. Mr. Scamper's Draft
Of course
Capital
they did.
1. Capitol 1.
I'll tell you what, the contestants on this show are really screwed if the chat ever comes on to play.
Oh, yeah, we're just totally screwed. It's a Draft Magical 1.
I like that.
That is a good one.
I'm over here now, and I see Tim said footy businessman.
Funny business, man.
That's my brother.
That's my brother.
Tim Wright or the footy businessman?
Both. Actually, they're one and the same.
They
Actually,
are
Tim
the
Wright.
same.
I have a
the footy
picture of Tim and I
businessman.
playing footsies at last year's expo. It's my
Well, I'm
favorite
not going to
picture.
ask you how you all feel about Capital One next season. So let's get into our next puzzle.
I need to pay my Capital One bill.
Yeah,
No, you
we
don't.
It's a good reminder.
Yeah. All right,
See,
football
secret,
terms.
You don't have to pay any of these.
Yeah, it's all
Just free
optional.
money.
All right, football terms is the category. This one is crossword style. So these are all football terms, but it's just crossword style. Simon, you got that last one correct. So Julia, you are going first on this one.
Okay, I would like a question.
Question. All right, Julia, which player had more passing yards this past season? Was it Brock Purdy or was it Jacoby Brissett?
Brock Purdy.
Sorry, it was Jacoby Brissett.
God, the
Man,
Jacoby.
I know that was the first 10 games or whatever it was when
Yes, he was.
11.
He did play for that many games. Jesus.
mhm.
He was the starter for 11 games. I mean,
He did good though. He did pretty decent.
but the games were not fun to watch.
No,
I feel
they
like I
weren't.
like Jacoby Brissett, but those games were not like it wasn't like, man, I'm really glad I caught the Browns
No.
game this weekend.
Right.
It was brutal.
All right, Joey, we're back to you.
I would like a question, please.
All right, Joey, which player had more passing yards this past season?
Mhm.
Was it Sam Darnold or Deshaun Watson?
Oh. Deshaun Watson.
I'm sorry. It was Sam Darnold.
I said Sam Darnold. I said
I
Sam
said-
Darnold.
I like how you said it just under your breath.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson. To
You
Sam
should have heard my
Darnold.
Quentin Johnston interpretation. That one was.
All right, Simon, we're back to you.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Ha, Simon. Ha ha.
Aha.
Oh my God.
Haha, I'll take a question.
Question. All right, Simon. Which player had more passing yards this past season? Was it Bailey Zappi or Mitchell Trubisky?
Stop that.
Man, I was
Milky
all
Trubisky.
in on the Zappy train.
Me
I don't know
too.
if you guys remember, but I like immediately like when he came in, the first pass he threw, I was like, quarterback controversy. Here we go. Like let's
love
do
it.
it. Like that was some of the like drama that I lived for during the season. I'm saying Zappy here.
I'm sorry, it was Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, by the statistics, but
Yeah.
not by the other metrics.
By your
Yeah.
heart. By your heart. Yeah.
He threw more yards in my heart. It's not even close. There's not a single milky yard in my heart from Milky
Ew.
Trubisky.
No.
Ew.
Gross, man.
No.
Disgusting.
Oh, good Lord. I would like a question, please.
A question. All right. You got it. Julia, which player had more passing yards this past season? Was it Derek Carr or was it Dak Prescott?
As long as you didn't say Jacoby Brissett. Okay, so
Did I give you multiple Jacoby Brissett questions on accident?
Oh, I have a whole category, category.
Somebody bring on for Jeopardy. The whole board is just different Jacoby Brissett categories.
Trivia, just all Jacoby Brissett trivia. So you said it was Carr or Prescott?
Passing yards.
You know what? I'm gonna say Carr.
Carr is correct. What
Ah,
passing
there
yards
we
you
go.
had?
Okay, let's go with S.
S. There's one S. I'm gonna give you
Fabulous.
500 in your round bank.
I would like a question, please.
Question, you got it. All right, which player threw more passing touchdowns this past season? Was it Joe Burrow or Tua Tagovailoa?
Joey B.
Joey B is correct. What consonant would you like?
R.
R. There is one R.
Good Lord.
I really thought that was suplexes.
All right, Julia, that's gonna give you another 500. You can purchase a vowel here. You can buy a vowel, or you can do other synonyms to purchase or buy as it relates to vowels. Or you can take another question or solve.
I'll take.
This is your last opportunity to buy vowels, just so you know. This turn, unless it comes back around.
Maybe
Okay,
great sorcery was that.
Then I will buy a vowel.
Okay.
I would like to purchase the letter.
Oh my God. Hang on.
A?
Yes.
2 A's. It's going to cost you 200, and your options are the same. You can still purchase vowels.
Rats.
What did Simon? What did you say?
Oh, I said rats because that A messed up what I had written
Yeah.
down in ink, and now I have to start my little crossword picture all over.
I crossed
again.
mine off too. It was sack. That's not
I would like a question, please.
Question. All right, you got it. All right, which player had more interceptions this past season? Which player had more interceptions this past season? Was it Geno Smith or Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins.
That is correct. What consonant would you like?
Suck it, Kirk.
I had Kirk, and he broke my heart so many times. I would like a T, as in Tom Brady.
T. There are 2 T's, meaning you're going to bank this money, Julia. It's going to be another 1,000, and you're going to bank this money. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to solve if you like, starting now.
No, I don't.
Bonk. All right, we're going to move on to Joey.
For you.
It's okay. That's all right. But this,
You bank that money.
you bank that money, putting you in second place. So
Oh.
you're still in this game.
Come back.
Joey, we're back to you.
Hi,
This is
I'm Joey.
Yeah. Hi, Joey.
I would like a question, please.
Question for Joey. All right, Joey. Joey, tell me, which player had more rushing attempts? Which player had more rushing attempts? Was it Aaron Rodgers or Justin Herbert?
Aaron Rodgers. No, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is correct. What letter would you like?
I would
Close boy.
an H. Why did I pick an H? I want an
H. There, bonk. No H's. All right, Simon.
Hey Joey, you should have picked a letter that was on the puzzle. I will take a question.
You are funny looking.
Thank you.
All right, Simon. Which player had more passing attempts this past season? Which player had more passing attempts? Was it Justin Fields or was it Zach Wilson?
Oh God.
Justin Fields, please.
Justin Fields is correct. What letter would you like?
I will take an M as in Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. There's one M.
I was hoping there was more.
There's not.
Yeah, there's not. So I'm gonna buy a vowel. I'm gonna buy an E as in eek.
There are 2 E's. It's gonna cost you 200, Simon.
Okay, then give me another question.
Another question. You got it. Simon, which player had more rushing attempts this past season? Was it Kyler Murray or was it Mac Jones?
This was Mac Jones.
This was not Mac Jones. This was Kyler Murray. And Julia, we're back to you.
Thought it was a trick.
I would like a question.
All right, Julia. Tell me, which player had more targets this past season? Which player had more targets this past season? Was it DK Metcalf or was it?
Don't say Jacoby Brissett.
I almost did.
You know what? Say it. Say Jacoby Brissett.
Was it DK Metcalf or DeAndre Hopkins?
How many targets? Who had the most targets?
Mm-hmm.
Metcalf.
Metcalf's correct. What letter would you like?
I would like a C as in, I don't know, candy. Trying to think like a witty, like.
Is that
like it?
Full commit.
There you go. 3 C's. That's going to give you 1,500 in your round bank, Julia. Purchase it out here. Or you solve it. Take another question.
Hold on. I was going to see if this. I have can I just ask you a regular question?
Sure.
So does, you know how the first word that is down, the top letter, it's not like, it doesn't go with the word on the right?
No, it doesn't go with the word. It's just like a normal crossword.
That is going to make this much easier for me because I was like, that's not going to work. Can I have a question, please?
Yes, you may. Julia, which player had more targets this past season? Uh-oh. Am I here?
Yeah, I can hear you. With the most targets?
Yes. Which player had more targets this past season? Was it Mike Evans or was it Marquise Brown?
Ew. Marquise Brown.
Sorry, it was Mike Evans.
Damn it.
Mike Evans.
I'm
Joey.
So close to solving this.
I'm not close to solving it, so let's go.
When he goes, I'm going to win it.
Yep.
All right.
I got one word solved. Don't you worry.
All right, Joey. Which player had more receiving touchdowns this past season? Which player got more receiving touchdowns this past season? Was it Christian Watson or was it Terry McLaurin?
Christian Watson.
Christian Watson is correct. What letter would you like?
An L.
An L. There's one L.
Really? That's it?
That's it.
That's a letdown.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I would like a question, please.
Second question. All right, Joey. Which player had more receiving yards this past season? Was it Adam Thielen?
Adam Thielen.
Or was it
Jacoby Brissett?
Jacoby Brissett.
I'm going to go with Adam Thielen was a Red Zone. I'm going to go Jerry Jeudy on this one.
That's correct, Joey. What letter would you like?
B as in Bob.
B. There's one B.
And there's only one.
Can I tell you, I love Adam Thielen so much that I don't know why I do, but I'm just obsessed with him, that when we get a dog, I am demanding that we name it Adam Thielen.
Really? The full name?
I just
Adam
love it. I just love it.
Come here, Adam
My
Thielen.
dog, Adam Thielen.
You always got to call him full
Adam
name.
Thielen. Why did you poop on the rug? Yeah.
Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen.
You got to get the middle name in there too. Adam
here.
Paul Thielen.
What is that word? What is that word?
Can I
Who's
buy
turn?
a
Joey,
vowel?
it's your turn. Yes, you can
Yeah,
buy a
I
vowel.
buy a vowel. Wait, but then I won't be able to win. Man, this game's hard.
What word that is?
I'm gonna buy a question.
All right, you buying a question. All right, Joey, which player had more receiving yards this past season? Was it Donovan Peoples-Jones or was it Michael Pittman?
Michael Pittman.
That's correct. What letter would you like?
Now this is where it gets tough, folks. I'm gonna go with an N.
N. There's one N, Joey.
Oh,
Giving you 1,500, and you're gonna bank this money, Joey. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to solve.
Okay,
Bonk,
scramble.
I'm sorry.
I just started the scramble.
Bonk. I'm sorry. Moving on to Simon. You are going to bank this money. Let me give you 1,500. Give me Julia back her 1,500, and Simon, you had 300.
Oh my god!
I would like to solve this puzzle.
Ooh. Okay. Say exactly how it's written.
Doesn't matter what order I say the words in, as long as I get them all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got scramble, snap, pocket, pick, and action.
Give me 1 second. I don't remember what the solution to this is.
I think you're right. Because
let me just make sure.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Can't be. Yep. No. Julia.
Wait,
I'm sorry, Simon. That is incorrect.
The
Hold on.
freaking C would have been on the board if it would have been action right there.
Hold
Hold on
on.
one second. Let me pull it back up. Let me pull it back up.
So
Let's pull it back up.
The A would have been there too, Simon.
So what
Julia,
did he say? He said action.
he said action. The entire puzzle was incorrect. Julia, we are back to you.
Oh my god. Okay.
What would you like to do?
I
Take
don't
a
know what
question,
that one word is.
solve, or
Son
you can
of
buy a vowel.
Gun. I can buy a vowel.
You can buy a vowel.
I'm wondering if I should buy a vowel. I should probably buy a vowel, right?
I don't know.
Let's buy a vowel. Sure.
I love
Okay,
this
what
tension.
vowel?
I would like an O.
An O. There are 3 O's, Julia.
Oh!
It's gonna cost you 300.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why can't I see it?
Would you like to take another question, or you can buy another vowel, or you can solve?
Oh my god. Why can't I see it?
But I'm gonna need an answer, Julia.
Hold on. Let's talk about something.
We can't talk very long, Julia. I need an answer. I'm gonna start my
know.
question.
It is so.
I'm starting my
exciting.
question.
I don't
now.
know.
You can always buy another vowel to try to solve.
I love.
All right,
to-
Julia, let's
I
go
know
into
the
another
vowel.
question.
I'm gonna buy a vowel.
She can't do
You
that.
can't buy a vowel. I'm gonna ask you a question. You can buy a
Okay,
vowel after this if you get it
okay.
right.
You can ask a question.
All right, Julia. Tell me which player had more receiving touchdowns this past season? Was it Mike Williams or was it DJ Moore?
Mike Williams.
I'm sorry, it was DJ Moore.
There's no way it was DJ
It
Moore.
was DJ Moore.
Yeah,
DJ Moore,
yeah, what,
7 to
for the
4.
first time in his career, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, Joey, we're back to you.
My name is Joey Wright.
We
and I
are
would
not
like
about to let
solve-
Joey win this game.
To win the
please.
game.
Joey. My name is Joey.
My name is Joey. All right, so
Damn it.
the
I
words
see it.
are
I
scramble,
see it now.
snap, pocket, pick, and option.
Joey, you are correct to win this game.
I couldn't see it.
Joey, with the, oh my God, absolutely brutal finish to this game.
Yes!
The end of that game, it
go!
all 3 of us had an opportunity to solve that puzzle, to win the game, but Joey's the one who pulls it out.
Lowest
Julia,
winning score ever.
Well done.
I'm not stopping. Just go to break.
Dance. What is it?
I'll tell you what it is.
I'm doing
It's
it.
embarrassing is what it is.
Are you
I'm not-
punching the air?
Julia, this was one of the closest and most tense games we've had here on Front Yard Fantasy, but I want to thank you so much for taking the time and energy to come and play with us. We really appreciate it.
I will, whenever you ask me, I will be here. It's so fun.
Everybody watching, if you are not already following our friend Julia on Twitter, go and fix
Well,
that
lightheaded.
right this instant. She's on Twitter at Julia Papworth. It'll be there right below her face on the screen whenever we take Scott's comment down here. But Scott had an important question first for Julia. Wanted to know, are you going to the LA Live Scott Fishbowl draft?
I think I'm going to go to that, Scott Fish. I will be there.
I have a secret.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go.
Oh!
We will see. We will see.
We can run across the room in slow motion as well.
Yes, and Joey will just be there running to no one.
JL start in Baltimore, and you start in LA, and you guys just meet in the middle of the country, and then you'll fly to LA together.
Yeah.
Also, Scott, for pub trivia, the next pub trivia will be next week. This week, we've got our mock draft, and for those of you who are in our mock draft, that's going to be starting right after this over on our YouTube channel at Front Yard Fantasy. And for those of you who are not in our mock draft, we got 3 spots left. So come and grab one. Join us on our channel right after this. The amount of time between this stream and the next stream is going to be the amount of time it takes me to pee and fill my water.
Oh, I've got to pee too.
We will be live over there. But another big thanks to Julia. Thank you to everybody in the chat for coming and hanging out with us.
Much.
This was a ton of fun, and we will see all of you in approximately 2.5 minutes. Adios, everybody. See you in a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.